Hey everyone, welcome back to Lumine Your House. Today we're touring a Studio McGee-inspired modern classic home where layered neutrals meet timeless brass accents to create a warm, inviting look. From tailored furniture to aged finishes, every room here blends fresh sophistication with time-tested charm. Let's start right at the entryway. Notice the oversized brass-framed mirror reflecting light across soft cream walls. The console table with oak texture anchors the space, while a vintage ceramic lamp adds just enough drama. Subtle touches like woven baskets and structured vases hint at thoughtful curation. This foyer tells us one thing: classic doesn't mean boring, it means intention and beauty right from the first step. Moving into the living room, you'll instantly notice how cozy yet polished everything feels. A deep, neutral sectional sits against a backdrop of creamy white walls with elegant molding. A brass floor lamp arcs above a layered area rug, grounding the room's tonal textures. There's a deliberate play between warm woods and soft linen upholstery. Coffee table books, curated bowls, and a pair of sculptural candle holders create a center vignette. The fireplace is framed in subtle veined stone, flanked by built-in shelves that hold baskets, art, and vintage pieces. It's a room that invites long conversations and slow mornings. As your eye moves across the living area, the window treatments catch attention, linen drapes hung high, floating softly to the floor, bringing height and elegance. Above, a matte brass chandelier casts a warm, ambient glow. Beside the couch, a structured armchair in camel leather adds depth and contrast. A vintage-style landscape painting with aged brass framing anchors one wall, giving the room both narrative and charm. The palette stays consistent: warm whites, oatmeals, light grays, but texture and contrast elevate it. This is where neutral meets nuance. Nothing screams for attention, yet everything harmonizes like a carefully composed song. Now let's glide into the open-concept kitchen. A true heart of the home. The cabinetry wears soft grayish paint, beautifully offset by unlacquered brass hardware that's already starting to patina. The backsplash, handmade zellige tiles, adds texture without noise. A solid marble slab stretches across the counters, veins dancing like brushstrokes. Brass sconces above open shelving bring both function and beauty. The kitchen island boasts a honed oak base with clean paneling, tied together by pendant lights, brass again, but this time aged to feel storied. Woven counter stools echo the natural elements, blending form and function effortlessly. Look closer at the kitchen styling. Glass jars filled with grains, a stack of neutral-toned cookbooks, a clay pitcher filled with eucalyptus. This is Studio McGee's signature, styling that feels personal, not precious. The appliances blend seamlessly: paneled refrigerator, brushed stainless stove, no visual clutter. Even the dish towels coordinate in texture and tone. A runner rug in warm, muted hues leads toward the pantry, its subtle pattern adding movement underfoot. Every detail, from the cabinet pulls to the soap dispenser, leans into that brass and neutral harmony, reinforcing the home's identity with quiet confidence. Heading into the dining space, a large oak table anchors the room with solid elegance. Above it hangs a linear brass chandelier, modern, but not cold. The dining chairs, upholstered in a soft flax fabric, curve slightly for comfort and style. A neutral-toned runner stretches down the center, holding ceramic vessels and a small arrangement of fresh greenery. A framed still-life painting adds an old-world touch, while natural light floods in from expansive windows. The walls are clean but not blank, subtle paneling adds just enough architectural interest without overwhelming the space. Simplicity, here, feels luxurious. Now, let's step into the hallway connecting the public and private areas of the home. It's easy to overlook hallways, but here it's part of the design story. A narrow oak console sits beneath a trio of black and white family photos framed in, you guessed it, aged brass. A textured runner in sand tones softens the hardwood floors, while wall sconces cast a golden glow. There's a quiet rhythm here, repeated materials, gentle curves, minimal fuss. Even transitional spaces like this feel curated. It's proof that you don't need to go bold to make a statement, subtle consistency is powerful. Welcome to the primary bedroom. First impression? Calm sophistication. A tufted linen headboard stretches across the main wall, flanked by vintage-style nightstands with curved edges. Brass reading lamps are mounted above each, sleek and timeless. The bedding? A perfectly layered mix, crisp white sheets, oatmeal coverlet, quilted Euro shams, and a woven throw folded just so. No splashy color here, just depth in materials and a sense of softness. The walls were a whisper of greige, and a framed abstract print offers just enough contrast. This is a retreat, meant for slow starts and quiet endings. Across from the bed sits a cozy reading nook. A sculptural accent chair in boucle fabric pairs with a marble side table and soft brass floor lamp. Books, a candle, and a ceramic mug complete the scene. A large landscape artwork anchors the wall. It could be vintage or new, but it feels storied. Drapes puddle gently at the floor, filtering in morning light. There's a grounded rhythm to it all, nothing feels forced. You can almost hear the pages turning and the coffee brewing. It's elegance without ego. That's what makes this space shine. Step into the ensuite bathroom, where classic meets current. The vanity, painted in a muted taupe, has brass knobs and a honed marble top. Twin mirrors with rounded brass frames echo the bedroom's curves. Overhead, globe sconces add softness and symmetry. A soaking tub rests under a window framed with linen Roman shades. Even the floor tells a story, mosaic marble tile in a timeless pattern. Aged brass towel hooks and faucets tie it all together. The color palette continues, creamy whites, muted sands, and natural stone, keeping the feel spa-like but still personal. In the guest bedroom, the same design principles carry through, but with subtle shifts. A spindle bed frame in warm wood brings a classic, cottage feel. The bedding is simpler but still layered: linen sheets, a single accent pillow, a knit throw in soft beige. On one wall, a gallery of brass-framed art adds visual interest without crowding. The rug underfoot is a jute wool blend, grounding the palette. The nightstand styling is light: a bud vase, a candle, and one well-chosen book. It's warm and inviting without trying too hard. A quiet welcome for any guest. Next up, the guest bath. It's compact but packs personality. A petite vanity in light oak sits under a round brass mirror. White subway tile wraps the shower, but a patterned floor tile keeps things playful. Brass fixtures carry the theme, and a linen shower curtain softens the look. Even small spaces can echo the whole home vibe. This one proves it. Styling is minimal but thoughtful: a small vase with fresh clippings, a textured hand towel, and an amber glass soap pump. Function, beauty, and warmth, all in one. Let's explore the office. Not just a workspace, but a place of inspiration. The desk, a vintage-style piece in dark oak, sits under a window framed with brass curtain rods. A pinboard with layered neutral swatches and hand-sketched prints creates texture. A leather task chair adds contrast. On the wall, floating shelves hold design books, pottery, and a sculptural brass object. Lighting comes from both a linen-shaded table lamp and a brass sconce. There's a quiet rhythm of ideas in this room, a place that invites focus while staying visually grounded in the home's overall design language. Now into the mudroom. Practical doesn't mean plain. Built-in cabinetry in soft sage gray provides storage, with brass hooks for coats and bags. A bench seat with woven baskets beneath keeps it tidy. Above, open shelving holds labeled bins, ceramics, and even a vintage clock. The floor is durable but beautiful: natural stone in a herringbone pattern. And even here, textures and tones matter: a striped runner, a weathered mirror, and a soft neutral paint that feels connected to the rest of the home. Organized, functional, but still elevated. Let's head outside. The back patio continues the theme: clean, classic, and welcoming. Woven outdoor seating surrounds a stone fire pit, with neutral cushions and brass lanterns perched nearby. A reclaimed wood dining table anchors one end, paired with linen slip-covered chairs. Planters overflow with greenery and white blooms, keeping the palette consistent with what's inside. Brass string lights hang above, creating a cozy evening ambience. This is not just a backyard, it's an extension of the home's soul. A modern classic retreat, right under the open sky. Back inside, let's peek into the playroom. Designed for kids but not at the cost of style. A soft wool rug anchors the room with a natural wood play table and miniature brass floor lamp. Baskets along one wall hide toys, while open shelves hold books in muted covers. Art prints, abstract and whimsical, line the upper walls. It's practical yet beautiful, playful without being chaotic. Even here, the palette and textures match the rest of the house, showing that kid-friendly doesn't mean design compromised. Let's circle back to the living room, now with a different light. Afternoon sun makes the brass accents glow, casting warm shadows on textured fabrics. You notice how the layers truly shine here, pillows in slightly varied neutrals, a chunky knit throw, the subtle gleam of the curtain rods. It's all intentional. Each choice, no matter how small, was made with clarity and care. The room evolves with the day, just as good design should. You feel invited to linger, to breathe, to be. By now, you've seen how the entire home carries a quiet harmony. Every material, oak, linen, brass, stone, repeats in new ways. Every room feels distinct, yet nothing feels disconnected. That's the beauty of a modern classic approach. It's not about trends, it's about longevity. This home will still feel beautiful in 10 years. That's the goal. And whether it's a vase on a nightstand or the hardware in the kitchen, everything was chosen to belong, to age gracefully, and to feel deeply lived in. Before we go, take one last moment in the entryway. Now that you've seen the whole home, this space feels different, richer, more meaningful. The textures feel more deliberate. The light warmer. The choices clearer. It's not just about what you see, it's about how the whole home made you feel. Inspired, maybe. Or more connected to your own space. That's the power of thoughtful design. A space that supports you and reflects your story. That's our tour. Highlights include the way layered neutrals create depth without drama, how timeless brass adds warmth and continuity, and how texture replaces color as the storyteller. These tips aren't just for show, they're design moves you can adapt at home. Thanks for exploring this Studio McGee-inspired modern classic home with us. If you love the details, let us know below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more home tours like this. Until next time, keep creating beauty where you live.